Essential. God bless you.
Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti garafuru kube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen. Kwabena keja guma mniyanko.
Sembo enhye dwumakuo kase a wobaye woma dansie ayefo na ye nika Alu Africa Roofing eye dwumakuo kase a woba industry yimu over 15 years ni na wana woye nchance danya aye papa na wahoden na ye sama 40 years warranty eye fa na benye bisewo na materials aye kikabom ede Alu Africa Roofing eye papa enti ensio to area one faho etimi gina no emudro no so eye 0.50 mm 0.45 mm 0.35 mm so we your contractor so atie wasem ni ene yemfa dua emmodan so eye Alu Africa trusses enri nache emwantime rem eye fireproof papa nemu ha environmentally friendly emudro no eye 0.75 mm 0.95 mm ene 1.15 mm. Conspinters, yani MTN office in edition anymore. For 0574 286292. Dansuma branches so yani FC Beauty Clinic no and edition anymore. For 0544 347023. Alu Africa Roofing, Alu Africa Trusses. Adensie, Ayende. Ago fia na same na de na no petututu wani ma ebosa ase
o de me so ba ye de ya o efi no na jode edi gusu ani o wa pini se ya o se na ya se nyina ye ne ya odun so so emma nsu fita bi su gua na egu ne fi no na juni
same waso na ya ye den medical catch o se ayaresera herbal research and clinic adahoroma enkan ma ya se na ye me ya o me bu me sa ere me se ya me ju so kra ma eto dakora na ma akoma bo me periperi madam fi otin fichiri wei na wasem ayaresera herbal research and clinic adahoroma ona ne ba hye na achi mikunu nso anansia na eta kire ne nan ne sanyina ye ne titiriti ne sisimu nyina atutu no abanje ne tuyo enne ayaresera herbal research and clinic adahoroma ye nyina ye ho ato ye ngawonti obi anka
o de ya se okunu ade utwa mempo bi se
we nyampo atwa minim se wankasa ho hia mboa anope ya momfa mani enche la pass ni boy town MNB school nchen ho pe fra won 0245 442233 0266 444548
and you from CCA
Ayaresera Herbal Research and Clinic Ayaresera nyina ahimfie
You'll ever taste, never spread. Dark chocolate spread. Every day, it's our drink. Dark chocolate instant space. It's 3 in 1, and tasty too. Made just for you and I. Dark chocolate, it's chocolate.
Top Choco chocolate spread. So when you be before bread anymore. And when you come say, now Top Choco instant mixed chocolate drink in swear. And you 3 in 1. Edge at 2 phone friend 0551 033 033. Top Choco. It's chocolatey. FDA. IGA in crutch way atu.
Now is the time to focus on your future.
Masa, one of my you are no every fufu a chess, won't come when I'm chenzui. I didn't cry back up your my dear upon chinam, upon chitty, and mane, salmon, tuna, a day. Unkwa, Masa, when I'll compensation one go regario, and yes, I be a row. Onia to dachi pa in it so woman anamo invest wo NBC Gold Pension Plan a free NBC Ghana Trust and tisa we amazing fita entrepreneur ubetumi the 50 Ghana cedis ashase fresh 0560 029 895 ne hunu mu ye
NBC Ghana Trust, leader in people benefits in Africa.
Mirror, not then no fridge my buy as a wire busase. Eddie Asemwa.
Finishi, my fork, never one minimum. Bussia Grammy, Pedia, Media, Bobraswa. Minya B.
And yes, Eclipse Collateral Management for Abamaye. Wire Prime Brokerage Service. Nano said yet. So where Japadia now won't crater. Good to meet in Cratani Beja Eclipse Collateral Management. Na Swobisu where Japadia Ebiana and Cratano and Nimuano. Na all Pebosia. Ya de won Cratani Yensia Chiba many pano Ejibosia. Etia a home for Swama one Cratania would yenny free.
Hey, Nessa 1 year friend, yeah.
Oh, and money how cry. As Sansa was also where Japadia would buy Yetino. And none a bank in the beton. Wabra won't call the end of cry.
Natural Samen Crater that demono. A bet me am a mania sika. Wabra me Japadiano and Honka.
Sapa Pepe. Ubehu Eclipse Collateral Management. Ewa Denta Pantai Junction. A Denta new site wa 0543-832466. Eclipse Collateral Management. Think safety and decent income.
CD capsules. My body say.
What body and prince?
CD ointment. And also
What brand new CD and prince?
Mo se wo pe immune booster pa. Se do nipa kwa no be wa adwuma said yes sir. Simple. Kope CD capsules. Enyaruwa mo bo rough. Ye nim so anante ana wa adwuma kakra bi no abra ye so week bia.
Enya me how pa no.
Enya what CD capsules nkan. Wo ya so mle kope bia. Wo house wo twa.
Ena CD ointment.
Eye do tatahwe ada obanya ho no. Ko CD Herbal Center ya. Wo ye CD ointment ni CD capsules no. E wo la shibi Sharom Sport. Ya e Benny 19 Junction. Na ko tie se general body pains. Nya ko to dwen eye no ya. Na e ko na poso honam ya. CD ointment. Enti few days shrim e ko ya wonum di CD capsules. Shrim e ko wonum CD capsules no. Na wo di CD ointment so e massage.
Na menya ni nyina bi wo he.
Pharmacies, chemical and herbal shops. Dudwa for 050-5767-425 and 0209-682836. A pin for a batter one more manu for no kwadawo ni fiedum yenu ka ho. FDA ahwehwe sa edwedi nkra to mu ajatum say.
Hey! Austin Properties Pomania. Emuado me ko Jimmy dia seseya.
She Jabra Fena wati womonka. Ye mu bi yakwa to asase no asiye dan kra wie. Ne krom ha he e na obenya asase 5,000 Ghana cedis. Na ya chew cement 10 bags. Ase ya chew blocks 200 aka ho. Ati se Austin Properties nkwa.
Hey, where do you would afone call? Me kwa yikuma ko Jimmy dia seseya.
Enya yikuma nkwa na wo nsase wo. Wo mu nsase ne bi e wo dodo wa Afenya, Shy Hill, Doyu Murama Town, and our face no Asutwari Junction, Sun City, a Chile Honomwa. Once I seen a register assembly, who council our person would be just as ya. One be to move. So we sick a crown and swan. Woman no better than say yes, no what Tian come and Nigiaso. And you who free promo you she shall accept properties at your coin. I will do one fire service no and a bunch anymore. Fresh 0244 684069 and now 0266-101406.
Austin Properties. Mayenina.
Asempe bia ba. Upesika akostati ejuma bi. Ohia bosia atre odwadie mu. Woye government ana private worker onye sika de ate hot bi so. Woye bosumi ejuma onye scan tempa bi so. Any na quick credit be ma obusam wachia ne kakra eye collateral free loan na susu savings account opening deposit BRNim de hia ne se woye Ghana ni na wo Ghana card se wanye adwuma afi we mu de kodia na wo na wo pe o excuse BRNim for quick credit it was 0302-200-390 and na 0596-920-833 number fufro BRA frewa enye quick credit shenen so say quick credit e malone ewo internet so enti shena obiara ndada Bank of Ghana amomu dwede ho kwan na kaise nhihye da ho
Quick credit. Lending made simple.
Me be geti machepao
oh madam ho my story no pon man so I am wisi machia ka se no I am kan adini aton ye man na ma je man asia misisi anso I am ya
oh na wo how enyina mu na won kan kire me Saturday na me fa wonko enida so wo herbal clinic enida so wo herbal clinic esa ete se woni so ye okusu se wo hu ade ye wo se yare bia bi malaria typhoid candidiasis bibia yenkwe na fe usisi ye wo ya no yenko na Dr. Elder Owusu and show na wo hunto
wallahi madam wo de man kiase my yenko achare we nkosi na ma bredo do
atongo
ma gina geki na no da
Me ama hu se wani hu na dia face hu na mo asisi so kama sida no koma ani da so wo ho herbal clinic. Ma me fa wona kira boy ento edwa. Ento adua mu ha omo Alhaji Tabora Walako Junction Sanso na Dambai omo Old Assembly. Go so omo new station wa. And afa techi man so omo ohene Amial traffic Hamedi akwa no so hwa. Kuso ahoma iko 0559 901 234 0559 901 234 and 0540 864 232. And that's what herbal clinic na. Aye, Sophie.
Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti garafuru kube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko.
Wabatele Accra FM. Ya mami.
Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti garafuru kube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you wati unkensen. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko.
Ebi didi ebi de komode wom. Enfoni Carlos ne Ansah ne Mustafa ne nkrofo masa da bia de achi ade sen so mu di cast ho atrantwie ki ye ka atrantwie a etse ayi kinagate fo a omote si so a chese so okọ na wo ba cast ho de omote ho aye okusie a wayi chino no
kwa ba bia wotime nka bia no ene ya chia edom adwuma wo ho ene adwuma wo ho na ene ye be ya adwuma ene ye nkelede ene eye nkelede ene ye be ya adwuma obi send me message me na message no eye mesre and anyway so yeah already yankopo ndc pa asembe kra po cheze de bia yeah, so anyway, okay. So Kofi means plateau. Thank you, Kofi. Say Kofi the Miaminia. That says one or they are coming back. Okay, so baby bia no one time chuku na ye baby nsem so kakra ene ye baby nsem so kakra, and I hope some production crews be co speed ene. You so rough road kakra yentinsi rough road kakra na yenya adwuma emfa but before I measure say no me ba cho ade bia si na ade na asi no ye bekoso abusa ho asem kopem se ye benya eho emuaye and me bebo abrantie bi a video bi di achemu Ansah oye minua pa your friend Choman aba interview ewo citizen show so da and mamenchia ayetadi FM dom ye omo takrade ye omo te enkan wo tade FM so western region takrade kromu de edura nwumra the current affairs show I mean the biggest the largest yeah bebia befa bia no bete ene no citizen show Tadi FM ye sister station ewo takrade obeti yankai ewo mame fa na asema West End FM ewo esiama elembele ewo ena ewo entu omo jomoro asase tre ede kwa libo ne mpotamo nyina aguna nkwanta nyina edura nwumre se ya baby bia no abefa obeti asem bia ma me fa na asema Fabia FM e won kranza ene ne mpotamo ene omo join here on Facebook. We are grateful. Omo so join here on YouTube. We are grateful. Ye tune in no omuguso ye ho adwuma enti ba mobeti yanka but ma memra back na memra me bossa video ya ready. Okay, so the entire na me adwuma kakra no. The Chronicle newspaper a publish assembly. Na ena matin wasem in a different angle cry. Na yanona a Bobie huno. Yanona a Bobie huno. Chronicles so sa story no bepemene obia nka ho asem ena asem no ehyewodin ena obia ehwe kwame se mutuminya Chronicle newspaper no mama I think say last week Thursday or yam say Wednesday edition almost say etuo bi ayera ewo your friend is a castle. Almost a publishing story, no. Me pacho Ghana ni bi ntiem ye because sad way because ye nimu nkrofo kra sa ammunitions no akodi wo mo nsem. Me pacho mu ntiem ye. Ye nim nkrofo kra na nakwache na afise Bobie Asantema ma wadwo. Meji Asantema so I am say course a free Ashanti region abba. Say person munya show no live or no weekdays in the evening. I ready. Okay, so maybe some share video way. Nyabotre mame and then follow me ye. Say what a trotrum now shame because normally a man for mote a trotrum. Obu wa onu fientino no be any Facebook now or share a citizen show. Okay, so baby I will be just I mean allow a young crofo or omuntimi enhwe bi no omuntie bi so Chairman MPP ni na oye Kufado bodyguard and still ono omo na eye adwuma. Okay, now why video bi moma yanko tie emu enti na me pesa me de to a minim say na man for brese omo bete but this is Chairman ana sa enkoda bia no mu trani omo e wo castle ya yenua Manase Azuri the eye sa minia Chairman we ena na mu claim so one na training sa enkoda no now what Chairman issue ni say showman essay amanfo ewia sika ewo eye friend say aban no mu na onim se ndis beba ababa be punish wo mo pe wo mo enana ewo castle na me ka dia baba si castle asem no so me pa cho Ghana ni bia wutie mi bia no sa arms na iran kwame u follow sorry no wanya details of the story no me pa cho ma honya ha because a chronicle nkwa na publish sa story no obi am publish bi in the first place adia me pese me twem wadwene esisu ne say adenti ena ye the chronicle newspaper nkwa ena publish sa castle arms na aira no adenti na ye om nkwa na publish wamuna a breaking story no omwa na a publish ase achi enkrofo bi eye den om nkwa ya chi enkrofo no arms ne way and na me busa ho asem e ofia Ghana for some more busa questions and I think the opposition party NDC should rise up. They should rise up. One more sorry. Okay, so nyamiadum me producers were actually almost send me a chronicle story no. Me ba jo Ghana ni a won te sa asem we no. Me twi wadwene asibibi so. Me no kasa sesie boko ehuru so. Me no kasa sesie akropon problem ewo ho. Me no kasa sesie no offense ene ma akọ so wo offense kromo no. Sempadinfo ansori a me papa e ho no free. Na information ye free eye offense kromo no. Any the kind of soldiers and national security for boys are omo movie omo eko kromo no eya yehu because you see eye aban we aye na dwene se kwa bia so the KK sapon ebesi akonya no so e wo ofen so and these are some of the issues now young raise questions of akandapa eye hwan ena mo ache wo mo omo amoche wo mo no eye hwan because yen say kromo a say police military operation and crof krom bechi wo mo no later omo use issue communicate me boa mob ahunu say ya chi nipa enan enum we di say ya che wo mo wo ha arms no yatimi a retriever na ase yentimi ye because what's the number? It's unfortunate, sir. Your system here very slow. But me person me be na meka asem edichiro keke. So be ya between what moment me be. Okay, so very good. I say a total of 1,025 rounds of 7.62 by 39 mm caliber live ammunitions have reportedly been stolen from one of the Ghana's highest security zones, the Osu Castle. 1,025 rounds of 7.62 by 39 mm caliber live ammunitions. Also, the ammunitions were allegedly stolen by a 22-year-old manual worker, Mustafa Wudu, and another Falisankra, who also is 32 years old and unemployed. So, the Chronicle newspaper nini. Yeah, the front page na ato your Facebook page. I say Mustafa and Felix have therefore been charged with conspiracy to commit crime, stealing, and unlawful entry. Uridiba eba case no eshe May 5th last week. But granted bail. Details. Omon ede aba. Question ne say castle. So the point is, Monfan Chami is breaking a crowd. Monfan Chami. The point is, Castle ono ye police point ewo ho. Ye military for ewo ho. Ye national security for ewo ho. Eye den na saa enkoda we etimi ewia eni akoda 22 years ba ko so de yem 32 as 33 ana omutimi ewia saa ye friend say atuo saa atuo no omutimi wia free castle omu wia free he omu kofa car free ndi besi he no omu sesa gu mu stories are abanyina no ba bia ni wa omu akasa omutimi retrieve friend say atuo no. Is it say boys no just I mean mummy and fan shemo na yanhwe kwaya ye befa so ejamo because we want to know. The authorities should tell us atuo no wo hefa na atuo no wo boys na chiro mu ba bia omde atuo no kogu ye ana say eye party boys bi a movement omo yi atuo no e de kwai because this is not the first time omo yi atuo no e de kwai hefa sa ammunitions na hefa eno omo yi e de ko Ghana 4% omo baby ade no ko they should just tell us etu akodi amanfo nsem e free bear last week eba ekromo anye bete hwa se wamu jai ema baby ti se offenso se etu oto a keke sapon obenya asem keke sapon benya asem and I hope say the IG ya papa kandapa omdo omo na besi form because signals are ya pick free a year offense no enye ade papa eniema ya ti free a year offense no enye ade papa they should check it ni asende ya se kaso a omadum nkane a ewo ho ye no de ene no papa bia but I think say NDC Ansah Musa sa throw questions. The party hierarchy should start asking questions. There be a throw afa Omu Musa questions. Omu Musa questions. Mamen kwankwa ya jumama yenkipi information we are hoping say omo be the right thing they should just tell us so omo timi retrieve eye arms na omo meyehu omo antimi a omo mayehu it's so simple mensa saso me pa cho story na eda ye de to your Facebook page into betimi akọ back no akọ yi story no eye chronicle na ye story no enya meme na me ye and you just go back and read it enya meme na me ye story omo ye story no so no aban nipa bia no abeka kire se story na nya no kure obi ani wa abeka sa kire so ye nyina ya gitum se etuo bi ayira but meme concern say ade no ba bia ekwaya fa so yira ye no ene ba bia nsem omo keka no ena ade no a Chronicle newspaper nkwana consistently and why na one national security war why na your security system no mu a anase aban mu a one Chronicle newspaper no na edilia omo to stories ema wo omo shepi story na no mato am omo shepi story no a I mean what is happening ade very serious case and you can only see one newspaper per ena oye ho adwuma ena nyama ya tetifa ho no why na wa ban no all shepi story no to make sure say esisi so why na air cover up ama hwan atuo no wai ya pese ye hu that's all ya pese ye hu ba bi atuo no wo because minimum kasai no amanfo complaini se etuo ekoboko amanfo eye dede minimum kasai offenso enya beta wo offenso ene anwumrei ya send ye videos ya busuafo ho me papa firi kokote ya busuafo ho omoni e kasa omoni e di nkomo omoni e di nkomo enti ni amani bi wo ha ya sramo ya pamocha pa. All right, so meba maminya adwuma we nka hwe so we are Ghana near show concern in this story etuo akodi amanfo nsem etu brane akodi amanfo nsem voice no a omabo omudin no and the kind of enyama yetete no we need further explanations. Ghana phone show concern. Na etuo enim NDC ni enim MPP ni. Etuo enim MPP ni enim NDC ni. Nana Maverick say a yes painters around Victory Junction lights of Omadum Kaniano. Me say obi enkai hunu say etuo enim NDC ni enim MPP ni. Okay, so mama nyasa adwuma we quick. Me wie eye etuo ne de no. Ye nyina ye to ye twen ye hwe de befiri ofenso aba. De befiri ofenso aba no ebe ma nkomo na ye de ayefe na ye kama enti obi abe din na ya hwe na before that no na ye nya various stories about you know Honorable Fuseni is my very good friend and we have been friends for quite a long time and he is the former MP for Tamale Central, Honorable Inusa Fuseni. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Bobie, Ansah. How are you?
Good. It's been a long time, sir.
Last week, I had to mention you as part of the reasons why we have fallen in the ADE press freedom ranking.
Yeah. Now, sir, Honorable, one frame it. My don't cut that. Now, say.
No, you know that. You can always count on my friendship here.
Sure. But quick one, Honorable. Na obina draw my attention, sir. Say we are Juma our Honorable Chairman Sabon's office. And I'm so many Honorable there. Yeah, to say in your phone. Now I just want to know exactly what is happening.
Yes. The free parliament. Na the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. Na Parliament ankasa ye group B ye friend no winnowing committee. Na me name chairman Mama Shaibu Yelechire chairman Sabuso ankasa the current chairman of the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. Nene ye juma on legislation. The omod bill by parliament ye juma will bill no so. Until ye juma ye.
Okay, so which means both sides need to call forward committee is right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, so me free parliament no. Na chairman Sabonsu. Nye ade de starting there. Or say it's a free parliament no. Are there the experience the minya wo law making no? Yentimi mama nkofie enkotena sesa. Enti se bill ba parliament in here say mimboa parliament enye ejuma wo bill no so. Na we Professor Michael Kwe Eddie Kain Eka say Parliament and engage me as a consultant on bills. But obviously, Marco Kwe on your speaker view. In this year, did the chairman Sabusu a year and say, well, friendly say, member bois on law making bills, bills bar. So say the Aminu Kasai, Nukura 2 bills. Na me Juma was so. The bill bar, Omuba refer bill now, mommy, and then I will work on the bill. Me input there, me what bill no sono. Na me there more. Then the bill can be worked on and presented to Parliament.
Okay, so quick one, Honorable. So e-levy bill no, oya ho adwuma bi.
No.
Oh, okay.
E-levy bill there, na omanya mommy appointment say me technical advisor on bill.
Okay, so appointment ni free why office?
Every Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why na Dano?
Chairman
Sabonso. So yes. na appointment no in consultation with the minority because so ONDC ni sabe some party no anti bibi ni kra no be consult NDC minority group no omo consult omo
obia in parliament name.
Oh okay. So the minority leadership ni agree say yes you should take up that position.
Whether they agree or not, I know that minority the parliament minority leader Ansah can say they were putting me on a kind of arrangement to continue to help Parliament.
Oh, okay. Ora Haruna Idris na catch there.
Oh, no, yes.
Okay. Excellent. And in batch 2 bills no
witchcraft. Who can say Equadente in the Gonja area, a woman who was murdered.
Yes.
When I was still in Parliament.
Yes.
Ghana everybody was up against the murder of the Equadente.
Okay.
That resulted in the promotion of a private member's bill.
Okay.
Now, 7th Parliament, ND, the members of Parliament, Ankasa, new members of Parliament, SR sponsored that bill, no.
Okay.
And so the bill is now being worked on.
Okay.
According to the brief, there have been a stakeholder engagement on the bill. And this is here, me bill, no.
Okay.
And I'm putting my recommendations on what should be contained in the bill.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that whether the bill is consistent with young constitution.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, a minority leader and a majority leader are sponsor a special budget bill. The Ghana special budget committee bill.
Okay.
Say a year budgeter, and the Parliament approve of resources. Edema department, ministries, department, and agencies. Obia and Ditri, who say Ministry of Finance are releases as Sikano. The Sikano release here, whether or not it has been used for the intended purpose.
Okay.
It's a private members bill.
Okay.
And the Parliament a year Juma the bill no as I say me great bill no and year Juma with Parliament.
Well, Honorable Yanya, we quick one answer na bekono. But who's a man for dim komo over this Japan deal coming back to Parliament and all that? Is it true?
Well, I'm not on policy. Me policy.
Oh, okay.
Me policy. Okay. Me bills.
Bills. Okay.
Me policy. Law. The law ever ban Parliament. There are certain things you need to confirm that the law is consistent with the Constitution. Drafting style, okay, say you Parliament, yeah, about 6 of us, call law making.
Okay.
And I'm just to apply my experience in law making.
Okay.
To the bills and ensure that they are consistent. There's internal logic in the bill. And that's all. New policy. Media
okay. All right, great. But yeah, Madam Dr. B Sandy, I send a message. I don't know. Say me wrong or not. Let me check or say. So how does the work he is doing differs from the work that the Parliamentary Legislation Committee is supposed to do?
So I'm working with them.
Okay.
I'm working with Senna. In fact, it was Senna who is in the Legislative Department of Parliament who sent me the special budget.
Okay.
Private members bill.
Oh, okay. All right, honorable Baba, and you ready? That's it. I cry from that. I'm grateful. Okay, all right. So that's it. Sometimes we need to just work and put clarity on some issues, but major the academy man for. Okay, so quick comment here, but he was on the Constitutional Committee with MPP lawyers like Ben Abdullah. So why and how in his mind does he think those weren't appointed? Excellent. But I say on only experience na chairman's abunsu catcher and say on famra mameboa. But obi so Leslie so I be question say your no committee so MPP so members now or more lawyers committee so then now appointed okay, Adam Kojo on Facebook says some NDC MPs and double dealings. Well, I don't know. Raki Adama is here. Then we have Xavier Solomon. Joseph Amali says, watching you guys from Lashibi. Nana Kwachana will be asking where he draws his salary or allowances from. Obviously, baby, or yeah, Juanawana or Beje. Ne salary every obviously down for any playing with the devil. I don't think so. Another one from my friend Dr. says so he's a consultant to the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. Sort of. Yeah, sort of. I mean, sort of. So by and large, he's working with Maxwell probably says, I now understand why he always goes against NDC's position. The picture is clear now. And but Mamu reading meanings into honorable Miaminia and no Miaminia penny and no Timamu reading meanings into yeah ne position fair kakraka yeah when ya or there's some on my Ghana or the party do the work you know qua oba grad for plan. Yeah, ngola yebregu. Yeah, be a bregu. Yeah, some yeah, man, I just say, Ochini honey. Okay, so Austin says, let us not read meanings into everything. Yes, I agree with you. Luke Sharp says, can you show me where you got your charm for the soccer game? I have a big match coming up. Okay, so Luke Sharp, Ibrahim Washara says, we ask him if Muntaka is playing a double standard game, which I don't think so. Momi Yesusu accuse him with some. If we have evidences, let's bring it out and deal with it. Jaren Nathaniel says, please, the title of the South African song, oh boy, and okay, so let me, my men fear and now, Ansah says, Bobie, I'm disappointed in Inusa. Yehowa say, a Juma, Nipadanya experience, and a warrior. Now, what in a tabesman says, so can he campaign against MPP? Well, Yanadia mean to me, and issues, no. Say, baby, a man for the fano. Me interested cra yeah baby I'm there for there me interested cra mama yes stay true to the cause. Okay, so literally Eric says okay, so Kwame Nkasa man for says and about to be producer was me musa say ayikwe otu ho ade no man for ayikwe otu na eye enusa e na omo efa no. Okay, so list of sad document to esa oba ne ye ho adwuma and one na metwen wo me kura men sem document bia Mamini kai enyi story okay, so Leslie says he narrowed your question on the knowledge of the minority to only parliament. How about the party in its entirety, of which he is a senior person? Okay, so Leslie, point to know
Me the speed pa the very studio.
So,
speed because first of all, I disagree with anybody that thinks otherwise. Say, I was saying for MPP ni or chairman's office. Okay. There is nobody in MPP who has that prowess.
Okay.
There is nobody.
Okay.
The man you spoke to, Ansah Fuseni.
Yeah.
Nimdia owono. Obie ni wa woye former MP or MPP mu a was ni nimdia no.
Okay.
There is not like that. Okay. You see, sometimes we don't have to be jumping. Yes, you may have differences with political parties. You may have leadership, trying to clash heads. But when it's about Ghana, let's reason.
I'm also suspicion. Okay, so I have this.
For example,
message from.
Do you know what his presence can keep?
Okay.
His presence can keep a lot of them. Imagine saying Japa, or say a policy.
Or say a policy.
Imagine saying a bill and a cotton anymore. He'll clearly show his
but
for example, if E-levy,
so also E-levy,
I'm he had not been appointed.
But this is what I'm on for. Message say, or what Tieno on E-levy before our budget appointment, and the stance has always been for the government.
Before E-levy,
yes.
Ansah Fuseni,
yes. Yes, all the messages about the African amount for you.
Okay. So it means there was a remote cause.
That is where I'm for the reading meanings.
I don't have that. I'm not privy to that.
Yes, at least our America was so chill. Good. So I want I'm for reading meanings into.
So that should.
But I doubt it because I believe in Fuseni, the prowess, the intelligence and everything.
That's why I'm just discussing this on his prowess.
Yes.
But now the prowess thereof no. Ebini MPP mu.
Fine.
Pay. Only one. Number two, NDC should be proud of what they have.
Sure.
Because there is nobody like Ansah Fuseni in the MPP.
Mm-hmm.
There is nobody like that.
Okay.
And you see, when it's about Emra, Yayan Kwasi Emra, you bet me the DNA, Emra ni MPP ni NDC. Ebi ana wa ban na woso until you may spend some holiday thinking say Emra na ntimi because ma ban na woso, but crimes don't expire.
But the other side of, so Ansah involvement or inclusiveness is good.
It's not a bad thing.
Okay, but the other side of Bobie sent me a message on Facebook. So now at the end of the day, say Bill Biaba, the minority non pay. But Ansah Fuseni,
yes,
being a consultant for parliamentary affairs and be appointed by Chairman Sabonsu.
Yes.
Nasa was also a kako Chairman Sabonsu.
Ontimi, onye parliamentarian. Only vote.
Yes, when
he's just a consultant.
Yes, but
Ontimi, look, his expertise will bear on Adebia Chairman Sabonsu ministry no eye.
Yeah.
But it cannot have any bearing on parliament.
But this the situation is one of the leading members of the NDC. So
why are the NDCs not thinking, say, being a member of the NDC, he would rather be in favor of the NDC, even in that ministry.
The E-levy argument is what they are using.
The E-levy argument, because I'm not privy to it.
Yes.
I don't speak to things that I'm not privy to.
Yes, I know.
But if I should have that, I'll now analyze it in that manner.
Okay, all right, thank you.
What must I say?
Oh yeah, okay.
However, if you have anything to show, if they have any audio to show,
exactly,
they should finish us with it because
okay.
What must I say? But I don't think, say, we should always think negatively about leadership.
Sure.
It's possible, say, Bikurana na ehona okono. One of the areas are NDC.
Okay, all right, thank you. Maria Adams says it is not true. He is always against the E-levy. Irene Teta says people are trying to spite the man. Simply, he's always against. Okay, so he's always against the E-levy. So Irene and Maria, and so can be a bit different. That always he's against the E-levy. Ibinuma Aka said he was for. Kwajon Krumaba says, Bobie, please, it is a very big lie that he supported e-levy. I followed his utterances and arguments, and he never supported it. I support Lissowa's position. We must not always jump into conclusion. Okay, so another one here. Kwame Bonsen, since he took appointment, his voice on radio has changed, and this is Kwame Bonso. Also, different opinion. Judy Benson says, I thought MPP had the men, so why are they poaching an NDC man? Okay, so Joshua Anu says, good evening to all NDC members. Ibrahim Washara says he's not in support of e-levy. So now, a man for social different account. Ghana Van Dam says, nobody is doubting his legal brains, but when it comes to public discourse on issues, he falls into the trap set up for him to deviate from the position of the NDC in public, and that is what is causing the mistrust. Okay, so Joshua Nim says, God bless Mahama. So Ibrahim Washar says on Pan African TV. Okay, so I'm out for different opinions.
It's good on you have brought this to the public.
Yeah.
Sometimes a boy Emma yet to me, and it will also help him to set up.
Exactly.
He's veering off the trajectory of the superpower. Yes. It's also and I think say ebeboa no ankasa mu because the otwa say onim say na chiachira na achia entino sa nneoma say bi no. However, you see Akufo-Addo na created that ministry for parliamentary affairs.
Yeah.
Now Osei Ansah Bonsu, if he had the expertise and he had the know-how, I don't think say knowing how biased he has been in the past, knowing that Onyobia Sebi or the NDC for Krasem Yasem no and Kobe appointee way. But me who say yire omoso. Kwabena, in the past years, you can tell say my leadership no paralysis.
Okay, all right.
And
other issues also,
bringing people like this on board no it will change a bit of the roles.
Obviously, Commander, it is not clear why Ansah Fusenidi is the only NDC senior man who is always on Assassin Radio, subtly defending government position.
So some of the audio should be brought to us and
issues. Okay, so
we can analyze it.
E-levy minority workout. E-levy minority workout was inappropriate in Ansah Fusenidi Ghana web. All right, so Obi Sunday message because Mary Akugri Awuni says he never said anything contrary to what the minority said, but he rather said the minority should not have left the chamber. Yes. The chamber
so
of
the story
but should have stayed and fight it. Okay.
A lot of NDCs
and I was also holding the same position.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me check this one. Point of law, Charles McCarthy, and so I stated the same thing. I say, good evening, Bobie. What is List was saying? How right is it for Fusenidi to work in Chairman's office, but I said Ketia cannot work in Baben's office? Ansah was against NDC. No, a Nkrofobia argument. So he's just trying to use it to juxtapose to what. Okay. Also, Ansah was against NDC going to court over the passage of e-levy. So the am say clarity, keeps on coming. But yes, of course, man for you and betting us. Zico man says, you are doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Gracelyn Brooke Mauli says, I agree with. Okay, so I lost it. During the Sedun Ketia time, when Sedun Ketia was appointed as Parliamentary Service Board, MPP and Osei Ansah Bonsu spoke against Sedun Ketia's appointment.
So you see how hypocritical the person Chairman Ansah Bonsu is.
Okay.
You cross to go and pick somebody from NDC. No, you say your head has nothing in it. Now, I say don't get ya or no cramp no. Ninim dear so chair yetro constitution no can hon yetro constitution and out the baby a kind or no call Parliamentary Service Board so na waja. Meanwhile, so that man has more expertise than you do.
Okay. Now, Mikra document we on somewhere listo and Ghana named in $36 million UN housing loan scandal. Kwame, me de ina sendo fato Facebook quick one. Na man phone say adiano enye bibia save enenam baby. Me pa cho Ghana phone komo biaba. 2019 Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekokate sword ewo Amasaman say omo ba besi eya affordable housing under UNOPS project. the money involved no esu ye pa. Okay, so yeah, the atu say UNOPS 100,000 housing project takes off at Amasaman. August 29th, 2019. Chese me di me birthday 28th August. Ade chin 29th. And okoye saade no. Dr. Paumia. So this is the story.
100,000 housing.
Yes.
100,000
Yes.
housing.
But me pamucho document be a circulate. And in the first place, you know, young fan from 2019 to say ye kase you know. Project bia san koso. Ewo Amasaman. Nothing. Pacho odi atu kakra. Project bia koso. But mame
na we no oya no kotwa asagleme e no de advert.
I'm kotwa asagleme.
Yes, e no de advert.
E no de advert.
Yes,
I do mass.
Yeah,
do mass. Okay. So yeah, me pick some few points I will document no. Na amount for what breaking it down amount for, and I think it's just fair. Baby, we wanna see bit screenshot here, they are twice base screenshot, but let me read through the document. Say the West African country of Ghana has been named in a $36 million housing loan scandal at the United Nations. In a New York Times story, which has reviewed how some powerful people at the international organization misused its funds but remain largely unaccountable to anyone. The housing project under the United Nations Office for Project Services is said to have gotten a British businessman, David Kendrick, flown into Ghana to cut salt for the construction of some 200,000 homes in the name of the UN. Almost basically 200,000, yes.
And they announced 100,000.
Yes, but since April 2019, not even a single has been constructed. One PK Sapong, identified as a spokesman for the government of Ghana. And who is that person?
I'll get it. Okay. I have somebody in mind, but I don't know if it's him.
Okay. They are not a Temanwana.
David.
Okay, so one PK Sapon, identified as a spokesman for the government of Ghana, who spoke to the New York Times reporters by David A. Whatever. Okay, so has said that after top Ghanaian officials helped announce the deal in the pomp and pageantry, they didn't hear about the project again, adding, not a single housing project has been built. The top officials, the Herald has dug out, included the vice president of Ghana, Mahmoud Baumia, and Matthew Poku Prempe, who at the time was the Minister of Education. So, the akosu ewumu no. Sir, dino and no musino. Okay, so over paragraph 6, so additional information obtained by the Herald has shown that the project was to be executed under the Sustainable Housing Solutions Holdings with the UNOPS and the government of Ghana to build 100,000 affordable homes. It is said that the sustainable and resilient high-quality homes were to be produced by the local factories and constructed with energy-efficient solar rooftops. The project was aimed to provide at least 3,000 new jobs for local people and financial assistance for buyers, including mortgage support from Ghana's Teachers Fund. What can I say? Omka say teachers almost to almost sikabi. Okay.
Yeah.
Almost to almost sikabi. Na says no almost the bibe mortgage near the idea no. Me pacho amaso. So now the point is say you need any evidence Baumia anam napo edis canibi. But document na appear no baby amount for raising concerns they say based on what? Now who read a year America a story ni ya almost say nanado ne call UN assembly and or buy a catch about me and say akwa bi wa bin se ja na omko introducing wo UN ho enti sa fund na kakra na down no sa akwa na LED project nti omo ni ndili and omo boka ebodwa eko kate sort ewo amasaman omo se frɛ baabi finsels
fish is it
names ni ana ne bono yam somewhere me yam break aka so finsel baby ewo amasaman.
Okay.
Yes, I want to cut it. So now I tell for the point they say project no is likely say amaso. Enti Baumia ane your friend is say Metropoku Prempe. Is it possible so much cause financial loss to the state?
apart from that, there's because Canada, they say it's Canada.
Says Canada, it has been established that Aquano, one in a baba achis Kennedy. Oh, you see Aquano in a baba achis Kennedy. As to whether say a beer Ghana officials being a Kennedy because Aquano so yes, so a bag Ghana hako. Yes, so a bag Ghana hako. And Obia also from 2019, Obia ye di. I was you know, Obia and Kabibia and Trey say, oh, Obia say, and answer say, Obia I di ewa home, and that is where I am say issues no a free banner. Judy Mesa said Sikano Ashe, but Sikano Ashe, you won't crawl for cra, Omuna a D Sikano, but your pickers upon one.
There be information now may get to. And yet the American.
And yet the Okano.
But I think that we will get to him.
Okay. So Yantra say when you PK Sapono. So anyway, and I'm who say Omo mention a year Papa we. You didn't say. Freddie Blair on. Almost say Freddie Blair Basso Town. Minyan who which part of the document? Minyan almost say Freddie be a fear man, a Wamasaman, a fear man, a Wamasaman. Okay, so Abdullah Sama Saman Stadium Junction and Omukutcha at the end. Okay, so that's it. But Minyahu baby and Dini want to come. Some capture Dino na Odia Mame near Baba Bay Juma. Mamenqua Namenqua a Jumawe and na ye rare various institutions mu. Baby Bia will be an TMA. Your sister say no, ye inflation for the month April, right? 23.6 or 8%, right? 23.8%. And for the past 18 years, as a training and say, for the past 18 years, no, yan sister sika, on for sika koto, sika bebre koto adie kuma bi ma fie te say ene. Listen,
yes.
Yes. For the past 18 years, say no kura sika bebre ya. Et is Zimbabwe. Would be to ask a good
Ghana must go.
And as a wheelbarrow. Now they're quite top brodo.
Yes.
Eddie Abefi. Oh, can you say? And Sana Omo Air Patch that for the past 18 years,
inflation cost.
NC Sada. Okay. Almost a friend a fair man. And no massa, made a maniac and we went to Assamunia. Dear Bassel, my brain. Graham Bada Bay. We are.
I ready.
Hey, how much you cry? Dear Bassel, cry. So, says Yano, baby inflation, Edruno. Yabasha workers. As a term. But before that, no, yow, my main fa Ghana phone call a year Commander Sugar Factory.
Okay.
Yanko tie a year President Ekufuado Assembly Okaye Efa Sugar Factory. Now you show me the current state pictures. The current state pictures. Me batch video now ready. Ghana for say a friend saying cost of living and di home komo enti ye mia ye ni ye be peke contractors ye be wura NABCO ye be kwa ye ho adwuma ni nyina na obia abona mane enti mesira mo video
Sugar Factory. Still, some civil works are being done there. Nyampa, by the end of March, it will be completed. As I say planning, no, Indian phone by whenever by April, production will have begun of the sugar factory. Sugar factory, about the year some case here. It been say 1 year, Zukoria, na Kwabena, Yami. Adaroma afedia say Muhammad who say it's Paso nearby into Yenya may say by April no nanyama no so atuyi a bebekɔ ani sugar factory no still some civil works are being done there. Nyampa, by the end of March it will be completed. And as I say planning no Indian phone by whatever Virginia which I say by April production will have begun of the sugar factory. Sugar factory about the some cassia. It been say 1 year, Zuko yeah, na Kwabena, Yami Adaroma, Afedia.
Na mamen kwaye contractors adwuma bi mra ne mra commander sugar factory no mamen kwaye contractors adwuma bi mra because now we are talking about inflation. While we are talking about the inflation no, then we are talking about the e-levy. We are talking about prices of goods and services, cost of living across the country. You know na ye di ho nkomo ye na ye di ho nkomo na san nkomo no ene ye touch various sectors say na mo abra bomum atumpon akwa right because say contractor ni yentua ne ka for over years na say wakọ bobosia government loans ene de keka ho na ene situation we onipa no enfa na offer wa brabom but now say Baumia issue be quick one answer no.
Yeah, I'm talking about a housing project and I think we need to delve into it with time, but I think say Commander Sugar Factory no so asem no ho okoka asem bi during the lunch and say we are miles away to addressing the housing gap. No, we say as at the time no make minim whether they had drawings or whatever. When say housing na nema college down that court no. Housing na so no ena Kenuforiata college down at the end was 100 million. 200 million. When say 250 or 200 million. Okay. $200 million. Kenuforiata ne nitiwu. Enso so aye another $100 million project. Ewo omso mu si down ma soja for akotinem. Omo number of houses amo no. Eye 366 units, housing units. Okay. And almost Collins down for 200 million. FNC 5,000 housing units. Now, Sikana, quoted in this discussion. It when you say Ghana was supposed to, I read or say Ghana with an estimated housing deficit of over 2 million, which is projected to increase to 2.2 million in a few years, will receive about $5.3 billion to construct the affordable houses across the country. Okay. So this is the figure that was said during the inauguration. 5.3 billion. Mate, listen, maminya juma bimra mene openi menu penny Steven Kweku Atasi encoding komo on a vice chairman Road Contractors Association of Ghana. Chairman Majoy. We dey facha me say ya jomre facha me pa na adwuma na boboso. Okay, so quick one na ye adwuma hwe ye chikakra me say contractors wa media no so ye twe ye ni behwe mo na yebusa se adwuma mu te say akatua esa aban de mamo ba me dey na ekoso because minim say somewhere last 2 months na road minister kra kase musika no 11 kra ba ya ene na to so na moaje na no so etua bi kra. But now what we are hearing is aban de mukabe 10 billion Ghana cedis. Me ba cho se sia e dey na ekoso mo abrabum
fi koso
bibia nkoso
bacho bibia koso bibia di fi koso
enti aban tua moka since when?
For the past almost about 3-4 years now. I mean, some people 2016 certificates are still pending, not yet be paid.
Uncle, 3-4 years now.
Even more, because there are some people's certificates. Even I can forward some people's certificate to you. I mean 2016.
Yeah, me patrol, Mr. Probably I may be ignorant with such matters, but just indulge my ignorance. Almost young nipani bika and yentria bika, and I said yentria muninaka.
No, I just initially, the ministries, they have put some measure in place. That measure now almost put in place, and they say, from 1 cedi to 999,000 Ghana cedi, they will pay that one. Then from 1 million and above, it will be paid later. But as I'm speaking to you now, even those money below 1 million, not all of them were paid. So few people were paid.
Oh, okay.
Before we made the minister somewhere in November last year.
I see. Okay, into almost less than 1 million. Abani kaso betia.
Yeah, but one because the whole thing is he directed the people to Fidelity Bank, and the Fidelity Bank, I mean, already the contract, the certificate we have submitted, we have issued a bank. We have given the account number, but later they say they should go to Fidelity Bank. And the Fidelity Bank, up to now, the information reaching my table, a lot of, even they've not paid up to the 50% of those totals, and even I can forward all those things to you.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. But Fidelity Bank have any explanation why I'm me for Felix Adian? Because definitely I buy no more kasa.
No, the whole thing is that last year, February, I mean, we were told that they are sourcing money from 3 banks, UBA Bank, Fidelity Bank, and the GCB Bank. And that's the total of 3.2 billion. And they'll pay in, stage. That means they'll pay 2 point something by February, then November they'll pay the rest. But it was this year before those Fidelity Bank started. But to my information, because I didn't fall in that category, but my members, the information reaching me, not all of them. And those money, some people 100,000, some people, those are some bigger, how do you call it, grass cutting, the stealing of gutters, and those kind of, but the actual decent people do in millions, I mean, we were not paid up to now.
So, Uncle Steve, let me ask you, the cost of living, how is it affecting my life with the family, woman, and all that?
Oh, my brother, in life don't have a reverse gear. Life don't have a reverse gear. Life is like a river. Wherever he's going, he's going. But this is the case. We have been blocked. Our life has been blocked now. The living is very difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. I mean, this is a live program. All this, I'm in the air.
Yes.
Not everything I'll vomit out. But life is really difficult for my members. It's difficult for us.
Wow.
And you don't know, you see, the nature of our business. When I come to you now, say, look, Kwachi, give me some 200 Ghana cedi. You think I'm laughing at you.
Mm-hmm.
You give it to me. Because you know who is Supreme Bet. Almost I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right now, if I tell you, it's a fact. Like, I don't have anything. But we are out there.
Mommy, 200 Ghana cedis. You would think I'm laughing at you.
Yes, because big contractor passy.
Exactly. But it's really true. I'm telling you honestly. Imagine you are buying, hypertension medicine. Hypertension medicine, is very expensive. It's very expensive.
But it is a say no. Now light bills be costro, and I know say what some water bills so be costro, what some lorry fare costro fuel. I can see how they.
Covid report yourself. I can see.
Covid report which make a kwakuru. Enya bete.
Oh, enya bete sao. Enya bete sa. And the most important thing which is worrying some of us is that you come out and tell us the truth. For instance, you'll be there, but those people are mentioned to you. You didn't pay all, but it has been circulated that they pay the contractors. Then your deputies will start chasing you. And the close of the day, with the contractors, air conditions, we live a very lovely life. Now, your grandchildren will ask you, Grandpa, switch on the air conditioning for us. What do you say?
Now you must you say prap. Abrabona ya ding.
Grandpa, you should you.
But aggressive, sir. What is we making argument say because of COVID and Ukraine and Russia and Tia?
No, my brother. This problem was existing before this thing gave birth yesterday.
I see.
I will never take it. No. And to excuse me, to look very stupid for me to take that. To look very stupid. Why do you always, use a lot of things for excuses? Why? We have a counterpart in other countries. In African countries, they are doing the construction. Even some of the Ghanaians are doing contracts outside this country. Go to Sierra Leone. I know a lot of these things. They are working at Sierra Leone. They are working, the other African countries.
And they are getting their monies.
What are you people talking about? Are we kids?
Anyway, I can see Mamin Jaina a coffee maker can a coffee from Podi Assembly.
Go maybe I didn't do the
what the abba. Okay, all right. I can see. Thank you so much. All right, so that. Now, quick one. Some now you papa. Yeah, at here for your car inflation, your car e-levy, your car water, your car electricity. Then as you a man for a brabum, a kosher. And when you be say a man for bet me a jina was so no. Abano, a man for bet me a Jirano, and I say I didn't dear any BBS so many Marco Bokina. And I say 83 near Drumuno. So Moses started a PRO, coalition of narco trainees. Narco for bet me a Jina Piano. Moses Mario.
That will be Medasi.
Boko dear.
But Namado, Memoria, Namu, Yakoto.
Moses, yes, he had the Muko go pool bimu. Moya, you may.
But the people know down with Mraman who can say, Abanya Maya Jumaya, and down or Pool Musa. Say, Abay, young got Pool Musa, your executive program. Now, Emraya Wapool Moon, your better training materials, monitoring, mentoring opportunities. As of now, so Yanya will be a say and same say. Or mentor, you say, said, yeah, a Juma mentor, my Juma way, or bet me the Juma way, I shall sound after betting up while I'll bet me Juma way, as we speak now, so you're now talent pool.
Nticheze mu gunsuo no mu a.
Yeah, we tell them that.
Obi a me famo.
Obi a nyam me fine.
Mame mbusa ya kwa ya nim no. Se napko no. Oma for the app, right?
The idea as it stands now.
There is no napko.
There's no napko as we speak now. Yeah, and say after on the 15th November 2021, and I now notice that we should continue to remain at post while government negotiate with your working institutions on my arrangements for permanent transition. But so now you're down or post all right. No opportunities for permanent transition here. And the person if I can't be say since September up to how many workers say I bind the car every time they number the same. I bind here 2 months. I'm a model of needing, but model of needing Muslim Omunya Nyasa 2 months in here. And she said, this are 2 months in Pomba count between the same year. There were 8 months in Omudi car. Now, 6 months.
Moses, say levy aba. Ye best solve you, yan solving ye. ECG see one more increase light bills. Ye be you, ye see water bill. Ye be you, ye see lorry fare. Ye be you, fuel and sukra ye mene. These are essential, stuffs that only pe be a gun and be a use. Mobile there at time we are see we asasi we so mobile there. Moses, talk to me.
Only asuma wa boss here. I say wa batem kesi super every say nipa bia ujaring especially ya tikum ujaring over utility bills over fa ka dia akwadwum na still uye dwuma so na akitianim ba na da bia ubobusia e dia akwadwuma say o bo humodi say nyame adom no omufa nifa at least omufa ya ye dwuma betim sistemi omun fa ne kitiane so mai e dia hunkire ankasa na abai so e bi mo aye wayi no kan na mso mai yire mu kan no omso omukoja na we kan in fact atuma me kan ni be sem ne wo kan ya
enti wo ira jao
le katro no kwenu pa na me kan enti e dia pressure pa na dia bai so fi say me particular ne me ye juma o bank Ansah na bank holding app ni bai e na me fin e ba na po we bai na me jani na po and the next situation nyenje mami ba me ni wo ka say transportation e di call to dia me wo e di ko juma in and out ni na that be just obobusia wo bi on that be obo amafo dom say o mo bo mbo me fa ko juma be ye o metian up to ene obeka isu a maybe ekem August 2021 abai time na president na Akufo-Addo call round o bron a half yeah me thank you to me o can say by October 2021 obe make sure say obia o me put obia in the permanent workplace but as we speak now sa boss no ko share no sunu onu say ma here after that time you know go to figure at 67,000 omuye nkofo omu dan one program ni so edo munye djuma but after na me ni wo ka say the opportunity there be ba so me fa nipa say health sector say education sector over who say o me fa nkofo na nkofo no mo ho no na mo lance o ma cho lance exam so mo or they are qualified or your work experience no be mo fa no also mark of anchor for free and on the baby na people down on situation as to stick now no station in here the more dia my papa enye kra if you won't sleep na ponyo ndisa say or 200 come 200 e won account mo bet na can say ani or can obet na bosi of 200 and answer and then see pa no ko a do ko to duro kan this okobo bi no dom kokoko Ansah no benya sa quest na ko to duro and this media wow. This a mudi manu tu no mo boy bi Ansah na
e komo demo papa moya ekekamo
men kanda because you see ano eduane so ni boy because for any boy na transportation ni boy no affect the bia and eduane ni boss wide the like situation is very dicey my pa situation very dicey my pa
okay me da say be break to me most sorry say when you akasa anwumre all right so thank you
maka ye hia se ma Ghana for to the hu
about okay me so me da say and your friend say Abiam say Bobie was sacked from Asempa because he was an incompetent bias host. Omo sack me omo sack me. Good. There be you know one there is sabi na kwesi twum na akra na wato alupre. O sack me wato alupre. Adi mimi adwuma ona abie na adwuma. No see enkodi akufado achi na me se me nkoda Ansah obe sack me yi. We dey o sack me akwabi kan fire squad. Ye bom tu okume. You dey ya sack me kura free me show no Facebook no ko free so ko. Na me nyem show. Abia me so ko free akọ. Ehwe me bi. E ma me numbers bia free me show no so ko. O kire ho pa. All right, so mamem ko back. Oh, adwuma no. You say the work day ground. Adwuma no form. Enti yenkɔ fam na yembusa ye papa Kofi Owusu Nakwa or ye road contractor na papa majo boko de ofa
ya me na do
e de radina se ofa Ebenezer ose bia odi abeduru ni ye di nkomo ye ne eye Owura Stephen Kwaku Atachi Vice Chairman Road Contractors Association of Ghana kodi nkomo na o receive consensus actually say yaw de se ka se contractors ko yaw mu a na o kan se bi strike me wo say de ya kura no se Bobie yes wo ye contractor ni wa gidin na obi anim se ka contractors de na wo sere obi 500 Ghana kura eye ne se wo sere no because onim se uwo bi na so unibie na ese ye back na ye bebusa because wo the Ashanti region de unim wo ye pa na ye bebusa na ye busa abrabom se offer what is happening contractors government what is happening
yeah on say ye juma no a highly capital intensive hello
vametio me also metio
yeah ayi sika juma enti sika ni huna wonti menye juma so ana ayi mama ban no a kwachiri on yen enti no kremi
Efrim na bia udi nkomo bi menka kai badu raise issues about sasem we Efri samre no matu amoka.
Oh, me the make us into America because we go to be jebia when you share.
Really? Oka omo ye above 1 million Ghana cedis. So mbeka say less than 1 million for no betu amoka. O category be na wo.
Less and above.
I'm saying less.
Oh, maybe what above.
And you have currently more than na more survive because it be loans with banks interest.
Oh say eto da minimum kasa. So yeah na above the be omon person na kasa kola. So the mechanic almost say Omaya is free money. And if we be called wrong, Nasia and Cassa, I feel why never Cassa. Yes, I say, and for be a and you will be a well, honey, I make it. And a bass, ye brepa. What I say?
The last time I'm no more kind, I said, I'm catching them.
Yeah, no more kind.
Sika some eso mutua moka
On say, and send your name as see, come and call ye and tray ye. But on say, Ghana Nibia, the real nature of Ghanaian or ye hypocrite. Ghana Nibia, ye nyachum. Okoha, no abaha. Or Shana Sahabi Fivana, no Dimirica, no ko. Or Hana Ahampi Dana, or Cassetia. So, enti ama yenyama enkotu yi ewrade ni nyi ye ho ewrade ni nyi ye ho ewrade mpenya atwom nkrofo enipa omo ye nya atwom so wole ma menka bible ma asem kakra menka
mbata ofaka
o se yesu ne na esuafo mo kọ baabi ana ohun se dua kusu bi si ho no hwedua na enefe onim se den obenya ababi ewo so wenya ababi ewo so no se ne bi osi ofefe sa na ontimi nso aba ene no so okese le bia ya no e bia no kan so man kese akese nsem bebre but edu ne ya yentimi nye so
over
ana entokwa sisi amama nso no ye man tokwa no ba no ebi nchen we na ba so na me ken what ya say
meti ase fa over
ha ye emma entokwa ba no ebi nchen we na ye di ne me di agro so obi she da boat modern o sorry so ka say o na nya hwe ana jamanenka sana Nyankopon first ya me obi onu wa ba no tenka we ni papa ni papa just listen to me hello
over mpacho metio
se ni papa e ko be ka se o mi ana me class me you we nanso na hu se enya dia metimi aye etime sromo me de tume no ato bet ye ni pe bisa adene se ontimi nye enso ontwe no ho konongo kaya ontimi so ontwe no ho mo bi mesoa eni me ekotu wo memo oho ya na obi na dwembe nse wanyame me kofu wanyame for what ene no wanya na wudi siko fans no doso oho ni ameche no e doso wo memo ye di party asema say ye bibia party asema ye di say ye bibia enti ema ewrade na ni nyi ho ewrade on trust ye so because ye nya no kwafo onua owu kra nya na asem on the wood to me ni open oye enti menia and some no doors no kasa wo ka kuma se wa dof se be ya kra nka be kra yes ya na has nkata better was ya kasa Onyankopon frey and say yan fan na nse mpa no nko agima enti yan yadwuma ene say you will talk of ya kasa ya Christopher no yadwuma na say we talk nti say ya kasa wa hu ya meche no
Matias
ordination na somayen enti say ya kasa iti madofu no worry say maybe kasa na bia obi agima dwuna ko si baabi na affect me payment affect me adwuma no ne ade ya na madofu mpenesa eso me ka che omo say there be everybody see en kasa enti ebe kasa oho ne meche eni pa bi no agu omo ho eni ma say poto nanso
over enipa besa
na nipa bɛn na wo hwɛ America na asɛm
Enipa bɛn na mɛka n'asɛm yi. Nea ɔsɛ ɔbɛyɛ a wɔntumi nyɛ. A wɔno nso a wɔntwe no ho ma obi mɛyɛ. Ana wɔanya sycophant. Ana ɛyɛ adwuma no ano. Nea ɛma ntɔkwa si amaama nso no, ɛnkyɛn wei. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Nea ma on the yɛde nneɛma di agorɔ. So na yɛbɛyi concert saa Tim said one day reality no bɛyi na ne ti. Ɛyi ne ti a ɛhɔ ana obi bɛka sɛ aso we de na nke yɛ easy koraa sɛ nka bi koraa na yɛtua wɔn mo ka na nke yɛ easy koraa sɛ nka yɛ mo yɛ adwuma na nke yɛ easy koraa sɛ ɛhɔ na wobɛdwendwen saa nneɛma ɛso na yɛ tu
ɔfa mame musa wei na yɛnkɔyɛ adwuma bi is it sɛ enipa na yɛ so otua ka na hyɛ da anaasɛ sika na ɛni hɔ which is which
hwɛ mame nka sɛ me nso meme yɛ adwuma wɔ highways wopa akɔ Coffee record. In my year, you 4 years, echo 5 years into Americano. Manchester Obin, so I year do 5 months. 6 months, I'm here to Americana. Well, go and check that record.
I see.
And some of them one. So be a year, do 5 years in America, 4 years in America. Na so bia ye adwuma 3 months 4 months ye tua ne car na nipa na ɔhyɛ da no ayɛ dɛ ye make am menu
of Matthias ye pefe we kra de ehun ya sɛ ɔde abaabɔ so
yo sanity you know man ye di na o so we know le den to kwa eba o memu no ya ne bi no monte ase o many pani di ya no di wa asante fo be o say o pam ohunfo a o to ne be ma o ti ase ana me nkyerɛ
over asante man poni akwara de meti ase pa
ohunfo no wo ye hu o so be kasa o so be act o so bibia obeye so anti da bia na o pampon
one day
that ko obetie gina asura me know the best face so opekume so until opam o ehunfo a o to ne bema that ko be hu say say we bema pa
over energy Accra FM ene dom empempensi omodase
yeah we are mountain from baby be ho na me preaching no me mo TV
in pacho yo TV nti mema ayi Ernest ne wakasa e wo Mate
me preaching be mama na mo
me kra me Bobie se we dey preach na wo dey afam nyame asem
you want to say apartheid by South Africa this wanted to all your of Ezra Kasai
sir
any probably Kasai well I'm not for Kasai ya for pin say that at the time no omo ye free so near you Mandela every prison what when I mention come proku ye nyina ye di akire ebinum wuwui afei de me mom na mo punish me onye mo ho ane mamo kose bamo kose ande mo yere mo de tumi amamo ana efofo mo hu ni amonye mo ho so ana me ana covid ana ochima Ukraine ne Russia entokwa enti nye hwe ana wiase nyina na ye den wiase nyina ye den na wontimi mo ma na fatwe na ko Air Force. Air Force. Ghana for the Jimmy. Ghana for ye Jimmy, Yenemu Ansah, and anything you could in a Twabama Cotipomponi, ya Twabama, 2 more days for. So, we whom me want, I mean to make punishing. And anything over for power. So, be punish you will be tea. And I bet now, Kunyaso. Me mammo kose. mamo kose. When you're more, now you're some when you're met for.
Yo, and you offer that say.
That's my dad.
And me. So. Alright. Yes. Kuti papa. Hey. But on a more serious note, Mia no Krano. Listening to him all through, me see a film. You see, Kwabena, as an okano, the fact is here. A woman say a kufado name and penny, and oye de oye. Nelson, ada a kufado be who say, Kenufurata, Sebi. Wabo entontomo esi ne ntɔhwɛ ho no obehu sɛ Kenufurata wadi abro papa na ne nyinaa so ho akatwa bɛba sɛ wadi gisika ɔman sika. Okay, I be bound to say papa no emi ni bibia ya gama lizard kotipomponi.
Hey, Asemo. Hey, Asemo.
Was it?
Gana bone. Ejimini yakoto abama kutipomponi. I mean, how can a human being be this mean and wicked to the core? Just say, I mean, you cannot get any better description, but just be everything bunny, the beer mamenya bunny tiadasa. Ubia ye juma, infienum, usun pianica. Kwabena, asame, and also, Sebi, yeah, mo dear say yenka, but you can feel it, say, Udu sika, and yes, say beer, a bam where you may be no acquaint when you're fast walk, any beer. Usimamefa and fasoni be and yet on my ejuma. One caswati two more rema, you were jumanka cranka, and I'll say, on mining cost won't a be a wakwaji contract be, oh, yeah, Sebi. And Munyama F. Papa, Conisa Kwabena, a quiet be a one hour ye and now Namso, Kwabena, F. Papa. So we say, Ultims on Namso, I know how to say, a quiet me ye. And I say, be a got a bida baby, na be a oje home contract, why and come. Now, we call ye Jumaye. Now, Kutipompon is own jacka. Kutipompon is own jacka. No, on Namna Koliko, no bonny trinko ya Kutipompon. I'll tell you, no, I can't go to Bantman or I can't go to Boponi. And then Munyambi and Yahu Febi.
When the BBC tell you back.
Put your Boponi. Abra, say I'm Munchana Fanya ringing tone. Munchana Fanya ringing tone. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, so that's it now. Quick one. But
Kutri pomponi. Oni kutri pomponi yana. Ifama kwa no fanto Facebook no bi ehu kutri pomponi.
And you prefer somebody that is to you. Kwame, Fabe call Commander Sugar Factory pictures, no, the current one, no, quick one. Obi say owo eye circle brass sport na driver na abiemu labadi trotro no mabiemu kese sa na wanka se otipomponi wo se kotipomponi enya otipomponi kotipomponi enya otipomponi
kotipomponi chese kotre pomponi
ale ya ona abo kotre
nyam na mbo kotre na kotre ni huhu nti kotipomponi de why say your friends say krama be so 19 no.
Okay. All right. So okay. So my main call your friend is say
edan enyo ne si enso da bia ota ho. Bibia obeye bia amfa kwam. Ewi abonu so anu amoto.
Contractor visa send me you message me WhatsApp na or your friend how he has for me calculate.
I tell you, Kabra, I tell you, if you ever be in the midst, say in a meeting, na utie esu amanfo esu a.
Yeah. I kwesi madam be send me say me show no ne yapon.
Kuti pomponi. So on that note, Poncho no on the note of Kuti pomponi.
Okay. Oh, where a picture? Well, a chair for Mama Memfamon call a year back to a year Commander Sugar Factory, and I hope say list will be full of phone or so. One said Nanado Coca said April, you're not BBR, end of April, not BBR, fine.
Yeah.
This is the current state, and your my reporters could you try pictures with. Meanwhile, Alan Samatin so called that I said last week. Last week. But this is the current state of the Commander Sugar Factory. And when you have a president, for inflation, that's not to change. Modiko boom, mebwa. Wow, and never know you know. And the inflation UNOP as near the other. You see, this is the current state, and Commander Sugar Factory, there is nothing going on. Bibianko so at least this is the state your womb presidency by a year end of April. Now Commander Sugar Factory, that's operations I say. The land is there, a bare land, nothing is going on. Obia anye bibia waso. Minim bosha kura wunyaye. And say the am say acquire normal. But yamra back. Now mem from listen, the reason why many contractors NAPCO,
yes.
Kwame, you know dosu national service for only adia yanko. Pacho pictures near. The point they say, listen, you drew baby at 23.8 something. I know
too much.
Then we are talking about Sikani system no. National Service Personnel Association for say 2 or 3 months in Tua Omoka. You know so ewa.
Yeah.
Then we have Ghana National Coalition of Unemployed Registered Nurses Assistants. A year 2019-2020, omunyina wo fi omunya adwumanye. And now cost of living pejana listen biem ne breaking it down. Na yanko.
Kora. We have a government that has never been serious from day one. And roll out sa propaganda machinery no. Say the ni ho ebeka se wo ho no. Some of us started cautioning, say untimi madie eni ho enye ho in this era. In the past Sebi computer ni we are say sabre no BBC born before computer for na obia timi ya mayosem e twantro diatro eno akuku ni figures na e 20 no enye bi ni ne ɛnɛ no sɛbi umia fidie na funuma ketua bi a utimi hu de ɛkɔ so kane no ebi a nipa kura asetena mu yedie ɛkɔ ɛkɛchi a ubetimi the inflation or maybe your friends economic indices ada nipa ama nipa adwen say because of amayosem MPP NDC ntino de ɛkɔ so no sɛbi o ɛyɛ o ɛnyɛ o na nipa fa ne saa Kwabena na no mekan say the rate at which anyoma bo kosoro no na the discussion was that den ya say bi yen kwa ye chibiem anyoma bo be den. Now we were discussing about nimpompon so akoduru a amasese no aye hu yes say wo fasika sesebi udi kodi dwa Kwabena kane no bia ukura ebia 100 cities na ultimate the red jom informalata aba umiade ye your friend saying opposition economics no enye mfato ho so ukura 100 cities now say ope ebia do be kura na efo say to want to cook
oh say nka ye de enu ye bayre na abro na ho ne ma ne de nka
Kwabena
nka
enso a day's meal for a family
because
100 cities
because untmin to a tomatoes
yes
buy 5 cities ever near duane emma nipa bia buy 4 cra
yes
you need to buy like 10 or 15 cities
15 cities
okay mamani Lawrence enya adwuma to be market here okay all right so thank you Lawrence the secretary the National Service Personnel Association Lawrence akwaba menia
yeah senior good evening
net to say
Pacho bibi aboko mo he
nyame adomboko ya hu se modi bibi abehwim se ekom de mo adai
I know it's very true ekom de ye hu akire ye papa and we just came out publicly to make our stance known on the issue the cost no because ye nim say omo ye juma de omo ti amuka adentina yeah national service no omo antu ayeka for March and April we have entered into May and that is just our position. We feel say it is very much unfair for us to be treated in such a way and
but money leadership and engagement and what are they saying?
Yes, we have been probing extensively from the management of Air National Service Scheme to precisely know what exactly has caused the delay. Unfortunate thing is up till now they've not been able to give us a verbatim and precise reason why Yabedru has and we find that very, very unfortunate. The assurances they are only giving us is that they are working around the clock to ensure that the money is being paid as soon as possible. And we feel that it's not the best. The least they can do for us is to verbatim tell us what has brought us here and the way forward.
But Obeka said 2 months per day. Enka enye yibia nka munya botre kakra and also maybe because of the levy fuel prices now light bill water bill cost of living in Tiana
anybody at all betu me ka say 2 months yenya botre de menene pakro yenya drink kra because say mako ejuma for the required number of days of the month the period has been exhausted and you're supposed to pay me. Even if you delay a day, it's enough reason for me to be agitated.
Matthias,
and for you to say over 1 month, 2 months, going to 3 months, yes, I know about ready. Benini pakron enya drink. The worst of it, and then say we as national leadership have been calling vehemently, engaging the relevant stakeholders. Say Seka Omotua National Service for the 559 cities we take on monthly basis is woefully inadequate. Just this evening, may share a certain flyer on Facebook of TV3. They have indicated say inflation rate in the country is hitting about 23.6%. And this is the same amount of money we've been taking for the past 5, 6, 7 years. And
okay, so maybe quick one. When was the last time national service personnel increase musica?
Verbatim, meant to make sure, but over the past 5 years is what I know, say the amount has been increased. Meaning say now around 350 cities that was increased to 559 cities.
But also
yeah, you didn't hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm saying that it should be in and around 2017, 2016.
Oh,
At the
okay.
time, we were taking around 350 cities that on one increase here about 559 cities.
But for the past 5 years, the move increment be
There be not at all.
Wow.
Not even a particular increment.
Wow.
And we are Kratana, yeah, indicating the right up say, yeah, map management about a week ultimatum. Then we will advise ourselves as to what the way forward will be. A lot of engagements are still going on. For now, I cannot disclose what conversations have gone on in that regard. But that is our stance as it is now. We expect that early next week, they should effect payment for both March and April. Even if they make payment for just March and not April, we still will be dissatisfied with that.
And 1 month, I say 520 cities.
559 cities.
59 cities. With this issue about here to light bills, more water bills, more law fares, more, how do you feel?
Well, for us, yeah, we are suffering. The long and short of the story, because Ofa Obia, maybe I would say Eastern region, one posting to somewhere in the Volta region, close to the border around Aplau to do national service, and the cost of living and everything that has gone up over the period, you see, say the person being very distant from home, and the home transportation, you'll be buying airtime, what you feed on daily basis, paying rent and all that, and it's not easy. The long and short is that it's not easy.
Jamal, you may Accra from Citizen Show that say me we sure me frau watch near din komobi.
I want to use this opportunity to let the entire national service personnel of this country know that national leadership we are not asleep. On daily basis, we do our possible best to engage on their behalf. The least we feel National Service Scheme can do for us in paying us these meager allowances is that they should make sure they pay us on time. If for anything at all we cannot see an increment, they should ensure, say, they pay us on time. Thank you.
All right, Minia, thank you so much. Okay, so live on Accra 100.5. Unim and I touch it, and I touch it,
and I like the show, no, and the part because we have touched on a lot of stories, even though we have not digested on.
Yeah, but Nina no, one focus.
They are apt. Yeah, the failures.
Yeah, my main call Prince Adipa on the chief executive of the Chamber of Fertilizer, Ghana. Now many chief including Prince Akwaba.
Yeah.
Boko de Minia.
Boko, yeah.
Rade Ebenezer or say baby or the abedruni. And come on na ye na ye nyina no ye nim said ye NMC call fertilizer suppliers. What is happening, Prince?
Well, I think the way I would start in the intro no crashes in a way of challenges or my with regards to fertilizer supply and then also the cost of fertilizer. And it's they need to like even 2-3 years back now. We can see the prices now are almost quadruple right from the global world market. So effect no, and in our Ghana for now because we are not able to bring enough as expected, and we also have seen prices just shooting up because of both external and internal factors we couldn't have controls over.
Now, issues about debts, what is it?
Okay, so the debt issue has been lingering since the past 2 years. I mean, there's a historic dimension to it, but then we'll see specifically what is outstanding now dates back from supplies made from 2020 and 21. Okay, outstandings are buying in fertilizer suppliers, as you are aware of, or as you have heard of, members of Chamber of Fertilizer.
I'm father say, be 2 years need nothing, BBM.
I feel interested around February, there about. In fact, as a close of last year, it was 600 million. But then by February, early March, it was brought down to 400 million.
Okay, so from 2020, 2021, reasons in say, Edebentina more supply or Montimintiam. Because ye nim sa supplies we know under agric ministry, right?
Under the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yeah, but ye nim the budget allocation because of the your friends the PFJ into no agric ministry no kwano from 2020 ba yes a year we are see pandemic and issues nyano omo budget enko from da yen kati omo budget enko from da. So a debate no muntimi entuam kama muntimi supply no we say fertilizer no form the basis remember ye no buy aba and a very essential when it comes to a food security. So one explanation is
I think with that it becomes a bit difficult to have one cogent reasoner but then you get to know that with the issue of COVID, government have always had a cause to blame the economic issues, for which reason, like most of the budgetary allocations had to be aligned, okay, or like reallocated, all in a way to cater for the most most needful or essential services and all that. But then the issue is agric being a very key backbone to our economy. One would expect agric will be prioritized as well, so that with all the donor supports and funding that we had, agric would have been prioritized for us for the sake of our food security. Nanka and we wouldn't be talking about still outstandings for last 2 years and last year, But then it didn't go that way, and it baffles us as to the very reasons why we were not prioritized or like placed on top of the list. And it's quite mind-boggling. And we have we can pin down a reason.
But when was the last time I'm engage you or from Waketiano?
That was I think early the latter part of last year.
I know, I must say.
And so it's the reason they have been able to make some payments early part of this year.
Because me who say moka say abayan tua moka surprise ma, and obviously say so to talk say me amanfo edua meboa.
Yes, this is the time we should be seeing a lot of movement of fertilizer to the farming communities, because usually if you plant within 2 weeks, you should be able to apply your basal, that's your first application of fertilizer, which usually is the NPK. with the challenge now. You see, the issue is twofold. Aside, a lot hasn't been brought in mainly because of issues with importation, which is that the Kwabena there were closure of borders, there were energy crisis in China and even Europe and all that. So I must say the supply of raw materials became a challenge. And so with that, it affected production generally. So suppliers, also let's say manufacturers now were looking at prioritizing those who were ready to finance directly. Okay. Yeah. So most African importers that would want to rely on their letters of credit and wait for, and expect suppliers to wait for 360 days and all that, were no longer, those were no longer the priority. And with the debt owed, we couldn't pay early enough, okay, or we didn't have enough to be able to arrange, ahead of the season. Okay, so, and most people also had their contracts even abrogated because primarily, there were no funding, and
wow,
it got worsened with the issues of these rating agencies also trying to rate credit worthiness and all that down. Okay. So it all affected, the industry. And as we speak, there's only few people that are able to bring in products as we speak. And with that also, in the latest, which is the Ukraine and Russia war, and also class Western plight, the situation because of the fact that Ukraine and Russia are major suppliers to the global market. Okay, with these restrictions on Russia, especially, it is also affecting the total output globally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am say enkomo we no ye enkomo a ye bedi ache. At least now ye pay some few clarifications on enkomo a yate, but what we are breaking down Accra FM Citizen Show, ye various affiliate stations across the country. Yeah, they want to see numerous on Akasa.
That's it.
Okay, all right. So that's it. Yamra Studio. Now, listen. In the face of e-levy, inflation, proposed ECG, friends, tariff increments, water. Then we have a lorry face. In the face of all these, we have contractors are suffering. We have narco people are suffering. A coalition of registered nurses are suffering.
Farmers are
suffering. Fertilizer suppliers are suffering. Commander Sugar Factory suffering.
Minister for Agriculture planting billboard.
But it seems that every facet of various sectors,
every sector of the economy,
every sector, when we are complaining in the system, the reason why mama call a tangent we just for us to know the kind of hardship chain we no cry their asa grobi na yedi na hardship now because whereby with taxes and whereby a buy no demanding more from us na yetua high bills a buy no enya hu bibia say enti sika no e fa he so Bobie, the next 5 tell
Kwabena, maybe I think say I've always kept my faith in the Lord. Akufo-Addo ma wies kan nyina o ma wia agric minister wa wies kan on fa nya hwe fertilizers ma ye kan obi fertilizer free say je fakodo no buy wo no buy ni wie na unyamfaso a wono kura wo ma meje hwe it's not for any reason o Kwabena a car na jo mahama ebo to give fertilizer for free it was going to help get food in abundance.
Okay.
because in the end sebi so man for didi me say sebi ya sorry ya didi ame na ye gina ban ko
dabi
me a mami de ye funu ji ani o me na just omanya a Greek minister ninti ase kura wo food security won ti ase a Greek minister timbe gina ba bi say we hu say donkeys ni nam de fertilizer nam Burkina Faso
yeah
we ya Greek minister finance minister there is not one person abet me didn't says ubet me kura aka say we die sebi odanso there is no one. There is no one. There is not one who is without blemish. From the head, Ekufodo Nemu wa bon che kro, wa bon se kro. Unim Totobi. Wa bon che no.
Totobi nam na de yan kwai no.
Ai, Ekufodo wa bon che Totobi.
Kan ye na benya asem.
Na ohwe kutripompo. Oh, ohwe sene obeji oman no na bebia the direction ekọ wohwe nneoma na egugu akwam adan a na Jomahama esie asupiti a osie suku dan a osie edwadi bia osie
we no so the massacre system
oye na wo de tie osi bibi di cocoa roads adan a ye do cocoa ewo kwayem na cocoa no aka nwuram esan say sebi okuani ni ntimi nya kwan papa mfa ebro enobaye ne mfa so ma se do ebro na aka nwuram ye do ye friend say kwadu na aka nwuram ye do bode na aka nwuram ye do bayire na aka nwuram enti sebi ubeji oman na sebi wo hwe babia na oman ne pompon so akodru nimdie ni nyansa ye di bu man na wo frɛ nimdie sɛ nimdie no ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ incompetent a what we are then we have never had such a crisis on our hand like this ever never ɛnyɛ sɛ wo nkɔgye bosia sika wagye bro bosia ni agye free nkroma penso bepem ye friend say owura mahama penso bɛsɛm compre nine wajibusia we nyina wagye sika ewo port wagye revenues ahodo adwumayefo kra ta eto wogye enye se yentua to ma wo etua to yetua bibia woni wa pamfo ni akronfo kwa na ewa amamuo mu akronfo kwa obia ba se chese oba ba manefo ayema.
But it seems like say one explanation about COVID in Russia no is not holding anymore.
It cannot because nyansani bia no obeka sa asem. Nyansani bia no dabio me pacho COVID ne Ghana nkwa ne bae.
Ena
enti aden na wiase mafa na mu anyina ye ni oman bia wo se media me kodi COVID tax je se Ghana ha. You call your man pani adwene nya adwuma.
Unim say contractor penny back no Ansah na Kwabena
no
ekai say in the Sierra Leone ne Ghana
yes
COVID about hit omukura de Ebola edika ba ho Ansah na COVID eba and so they say Ghana contractors
akun no kura sa kura ye west
but Ghana contractors
man ya wono wo firi akun mu Ebola beto no COVID aba Russia no so a eka ho
but they say Ghana for contractors free akwaji adwuma Sierra Leone eye emo mu nya wo makatua.
You see, Kwabena, it boils down to one thing. When we say metaika the same way, the IQ levels of a country out of 190 countries, 199 countries, Ghana it also 190. Na kwa kasembi. Na kwa sema wakano. Se wo hwe statistics na wo hwe omanya ye friend Ghana. Yeah, omampani kufa penso near the 142. We maintained our position 142 till your friend is saying Ura Mahama free abem so say you 190
okay Makai Bibi obi send a message the last time our national service personnel omo increase omo esika na 2015
and two mu biem disika ni nyina we sika bebrebe kufu ado agye you see when you have armed robbers in the finance ministry will be a tibon kosu say you are appointing na the first contract mama kofa Mackenzie because minim ho hwe
na me no mbe cheska
tibon kosu a wasa ye oye kromfo aye enye say na ye nim so oye kromfo opposition kura sika wawia pofo ko ne ntokwa wakwa akofa president Kufuor padi odi ama MPP yeah sebio ye di mu agro wakofa edan no di akwakoje busia edan no paper no kura ye forgery etimi di akwaje busia wo Prudential Bank afoko ko kan ya buafu sika ne so ye hu di odi sika ne ko ye
also oje for the personal use
obetwia na we wanya criminal when you do a my sika saninsa I'm robber sa comfort to bottom me sa ye do my sika saninsa ye do my sika obi a onim brabo ye do my sika asaninsa kotia na obi nam unim data bank Johnson Sirleaf na be a data bank o Ghana one partner ye obi onim brabo. By the time I could follow be president, not the tabang nenguye. No the cat. One call Amoabe meka the story.
Yeah.
Such a useless person. One day finance minister. A waste of a 10. Na ye kukuru sika and na ye ntimi hu ba bia. Ye sika wo because on mine sika no o ma hwia ni nyina. O ma hwia ni nyina. And on mine to say Ghana. Etimi aka say ye timi adeka. Ye do man foforo bi ka. Sikaya yankaka almost 300 billion. Kwabra says can be raw economy wa and can complaints we ho. They have stolen all the monies. All the monies are with them. And that is the national security threat. All the monies they have accrued in the name of Ghana. E wo mu ho. E so mu potom. Omo di tax saving mu. Enu nti na no hwa bibia omo ye bia they are doing it in the tax saving. You see they have forgotten say enye nena kwasia o na da kwasia na ni bete no
agoragu
na agoro ni begu ise mu ne nam na moye heja yi levia na moje chese you can't even understand what is happening but so kai san so ve ni pe now here baby na Rwanda was 182nd. Ansah na Kagame ebe for mine. And ne omuye 159th country a the IQ level e wasro. So say we're free 82nd, 182nd no. Oko 159th. Yeah free 142nd. Akwa kodi 190 na woman penny na adwene ya. Okay, a country is 9 penny nimnyas ye nimnyas atem the whole world country is 9 pe
araju ye din komo michada na mi yi various institutions munipa just to let you know the kind of pressure a war system no. And I'll follow a list of argument. Se wunwia sikana ewo hefa. Se wunwia sikano nkoya emfiri wo man no mu a enti se sika almost 300 billion Ghana cedis akodi enipa beye enan enum ya omunyina ya busuafo botom pe including Baumia, then there is a problem. And then 11th May, we celebrate the life of B. Mali.